Hello and welcome to Game Club. Today we're trying to solve the Walton case. That's this guy here, Walton. He's been murdered and one of these awful ne'er-do-wells has done it. Join us as we play Awkward Guests. Right, so time for the Awkward Guest unboxing. Firstly, to say yes, the box itself, good artwork, it's quite distinctive. I like the black and white, or it's kind of sepia and white colouring. I'm not a massive fan of obviously the branding, whatever, but that is what it is for a game like this. It's been so successful, so popular. Like the murder weapons on this side, I like that touches, and then you've got artifacts here of players, and then you've got just some nods to the app as well, which I'll talk about in just a second. And then of course you've got your characters, you've got your disguise board where you can keep your guesses, which is very nice. I like those, good work in that, and it's very detailed as well, very, to use a term, textured. Then you've got your clue sheet, and this is actually a used clue sheet, but you do have other clue sheets as well. Your very good guide with all of your details, including, I mean that's the layout for the game itself, but then you've got your solutions at the back of it, which I won't show you just now, but they're hundreds of different solutions, and there's your really nice detailed comments about characters, players, etc, etc. You've got your confidential desk here, your sort of where you put all your cards that have been used. You've got your player tokens as well, and you've got your cards numbering from 1 all the way up to 243, and they are the reasons why you get so many very differing type of games, which is always very good indeed. Right, okay, so that's pretty much that. Now just to note, there is an app that goes with this as well, which I would recommend strongly if you're playing it in single player, because it allows for you to play it without having the kind of issues with the cards which can sometimes come up, and that's basically just to do with the way people interact with it, but I'll go through that in the review itself. But that's Awkward Guests. Now I'm not going to do a playthrough of Awkward Guests. I thought about it at the start, but I've realised that the problem we've got with Awkward Guests is that if I do a playthrough, it may reveal inadvertently a solution to one of the solution and clues to one of the cases, and that way then it will lessen the fun that people may have if they buy the game and play it. So I'll just do a quick review of it. But anyway, that was Awkward Guests, so join me as I do a review of Awkward Guests. The question that most people will be asking when they basically hear about Awkward Guests, and certainly when they begin to play it, is it the future of games like Cluedo or any of these sort of detection games? My argument is certainly yes. There's a lot that works in its favour and makes it far more robust, and I love that term, robust, but far more distinctive, especially in a kind of revealing detection sort of way, because of the fact that there is so many multiple options. And it does say quite clearly on here this brilliant deck system. In fact, actually I personally think it's a fantastic deck system that has revolutionised especially gameplay within the detection games. Some people don't like it because of the fact that there's so much components to it, and that's why I mentioned in the unboxing about the app, is that for those people the app basically is a boon, because it reduces all of that level of I guess sorting and filtering and the playing of cards, which can sometimes be slightly disruptive. Plus also the fact is that inadvertently people generally reveal the answers which they shouldn't do, and it can become slightly irritating. But that said, the game is brilliant, absolutely brilliant, and I think it deserves all the accolades and credits it's got. I think the configuration of it, the ideas behind it, and the fact that it's seamless enough that you can really enjoy the experience mean that it's one of those games that will certainly, I think, become a sort of favourite amongst people of the detective sort of bent. The problem is that obviously the exposure's not been as heavy because it's not been backed by people like a big brand like a Hasbro or whoever, and so that you find that it sort of sits sort of middling, which is sad because it deserves far more presence than it's got, because I think that it's more pertinent, especially for people that like playing games and that are game players. And that also probably is why it's not done so well, because the fact is that this is a sophisticate version of Cluedo. It's for sophisticated people, in the sense that it's people who are prepared to sort of invest a bit more in it, and also the deductive work is far more astute, whereas with Cluedo it's far more reason based. It's the fact that you've got such a limited stock, you can basically go 1, 2, 3, 4, I've pretty much got a feel of who this could be, and that's why I'm quite good at it. But I actually enjoyed this because, one, I like deduction games, but two is because I like the fact that the game makes every turn, every clue, every reveal something that's a bit more dynamite almost, because it just can sometimes blow apart your expectations. The only issue I would say with the app, however, and I will just always, with every positive there's always going to be one negative or some negative, and this single negative here is that the app will consistently throw up sometimes the same cards, so you get the same clues over and over, and it's annoying because you have such a limited resource to spend that you can become quietly disenfranchised with the game, so that kind of creeps in and you end up not playing it again. But we've gone back to it, and I think we will continue going back to it because we enjoyed it that much. But anyway, so big thumbs up from us for Awkward Guests. Thank you very much for watching. This is Game Club. I'm Simon, and that was the brilliant, absolutely amazing Awkward Guest.